Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. Today I'm going to show you something that might force XRP to reach $60 in an instant. We'll be discussing Swift, a topic I haven't touched on in a while since I was reserving it for a special movie I'm preparing for you. Let's speak about fast, the entire addressable market, and how XRP, according to a very conservative estimate, might reach far higher levels than what most people are anticipating. And this is going to happen far sooner than most people think. Why? Well, for starters, we recently found out that Swift partners are actively trying to switch to XRP, which is obviously a huge deal. With that out of the way, I thought, what the heck, I'll show you all $60 XRP in today's video to address all the Swift breaking news. Now that we're all on the same page, please hit the like button so that everyone can see it. I should probably talk about what the markets are going to do before I dissect this too much. Bitcoin has just reached a very important level, and it is well known that Bitcoin is the market leader in the cryptocurrency industry. So, what just transpired? Well, if you examine the chart closely, you'll notice that Bitcoin has surpassed a previous low. So, what does this basically indicate? We observed that Bitcoin was experiencing higher and lower highs and lows for a considerable amount of time. The pattern began around this point after we first broke out in March. Since then, Bitcoin has been steadily heading downward for the past several months. However, we have just recently broken out of this pattern. To be sure, this has happened numerous times before, but after we get out, the usual thing happens, of course. In this case, we're not talking about a few days or weeks out, as is typical with Bitcoin and its certain arrival. Rather, we're talking about a few months. I mean, come on, let's discuss this, shall we? Let's figure it out. We should discuss Swift. Because, obviously, all of the things I brought up just lately. In fact, this post was posted quite some time ago. In fact, it was November of 2017 when the exact volume of Swift payments being handled at any one moment became public knowledge. If we want to put the sheer number of electronic transactions in perspective, we can see that they total quadrillions of dollars annually. Additionally, this U.S. Treasury paper states that Swift processes around $5 trillion daily, or $1.25 quadrillion annually, over the course of 250 business days. Today, I checked these records, and the figure has increased significantly since then. Today it's getting close to $7 trillion daily. The question of what I will demonstrate to you remains, though. Considering the structure of the payment system, it is clear that there is a very broad distribution of payment sizes, as quick payment message volumes are normally around 11.5 million per day, with an average payment size of roughly $45,000. This average isn't very typical, but there is one feature about it that is really important to note. Ever since then, the average charge for a Swift transaction has risen to almost $60,000, and the fees associated with this are ridiculous. There are instances where processing a single transaction can cost $1,000. It goes without saying that XRP is an excellent substitute, but there is something particular that I would like to address. We are currently witnessing rapid transactions that approach $1.5 quadrillion annually. For a second, let's pretend this is a hypothetical situation, since I have something to suggest to you. Is it reasonable to assume that XRP's price would be 10% of this? To help you understand the magnitude of the impact on XRP's price, I'll show you what would happen if we were to capture even a small percentage of Swift's business. For example, if we were to capture 5% of Swift's business, it would have an enormous impact. This would cause the volume of XRP to increase by 1252 times compared to what we are seeing now, which would result in an increase of over 9,000% for XRP. Looking at the price of X historically, this would automatically take us to an even higher value than where we are now. A 10,000-fold growth would put you far closer to a scenario around 848 to 50 cent XRP, depending on the price of the day. This is an old computation that you can see on the screen right now. Again, $50 worth of XRP was just spent on the XRP ledger, equal to 5% of Swift's volume. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, what if we were to do 10% or 20%, and the answer is actually quite straightforward. Following that, we were supposed to handle 10% of SWIFT's volume. With today's rapid volume and the current price of XRP, a 20% increase would send the price of XRP well above $200 per coin. As a result, I believe it is absolutely critical for everyone involved in this video and watching to continuously accumulate XRP. I don't think it's at all implausible for 5% of SWIFT's business to go to us, considering the insane amount of impact on price that we can achieve with even a small portion of SWIFT's overall volume. With XRP, businesses may save a ton of money since they don't have to keep such large reserves of every single cryptocurrency. It's cheaper, faster, and more reliable than everything else out there. Simply put, they own XRP. And that is all there is to it. This is finished. Furthermore, when institutions begin to accumulate XRP, there will be a significant shock to the supply. Much of it is currently held in escrow, which is a major holding pattern. By the way, these institutions are going to purchase approximately 80% of it, but it won't be enough. To be honest, all these organizations won't be able to use that much XRP. That means the XRP that you and I are purchasing will have to come from the public supply. And naturally, given the current scarcity of XRP, it will enable us to witness its price soar to unprecedented heights. Institutions purchasing XRP for its functionality alone, unconcerned about its price, in the event of a supply shock. You people have no idea what's going to happen to XRP. It would not be hard for me to envision this getting to $200 per coin. Actually, I believe this is something that could materialize within the next decade, not the next 5. But I really believe it will happen next year. It is my firm belief that XRP will eventually rise above $10.